This, our main event.
This is one of my favorite venues. Get the right fight, you've got a night of fun.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. He misses with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Insane action. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Rock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Tom. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
They both want the knockout. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. Nope, that jab not going to score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
Come on, you're running back into the fight.
Here we go, it's round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Crawford is dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work for defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
A perfect counter lands. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement with left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Good defense on that left hook. They're giving us a high-tempo show. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw
dominance without it.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. A perfect counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Punch, counter punch. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Say it ain't so. Down goes Sugar Ray. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. Comfortably.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Well, look at his corner. Look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round.
All the way through, come.
Back at it in round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do? Hold it right there. Sugar Ray's in trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
The straight right just misses. Fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
There's a counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Jab back. Just box in.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They exchange punches. It's all offense all the time. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Misses with the jab. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
A swing and a miss with that jab. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to...
Now breathe. Breathe. On to the sixth round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. His stamina is off the charts. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4. Talk about Crawford in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run it.
There's the bell to start round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Catch and shoot. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray...
That's Watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What now is about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornerman now is down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. It's different tactics.
Nice counter. Having a hard time finding a home with that light uppercut. Fantastic punch. That one will count. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep... There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Well done with that counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what?
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Crawford's legs are all over the place. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh, what a punch! That counter punch caught Crawford in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did. There's the bell to start round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would...
Sugar Ray is down! He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your glove.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Miss with that jab. He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
His stamina is off the charts. The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Holding nothing back here in the round. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. This is the 10th. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are done. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Is he gonna punch himself out though? Incredible work rate. Defense on the right uppercut. Do you believe what we are seeing? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot guess that. If you could...
Here's the 11th. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's a Crawford may be ready to go down. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just missing with the uppercut. Good counter punching. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
What's he doing? I need you to switch.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood touch. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Crawford's legs are all up. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
Shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You all right?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he's up.
Oh, my God, Johnny. Whoa! Lights out. It's over. This fight is done. Let's see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.